What's up, guys? It's Nihlus here with another Reddit Ramble. Now, this person's called Toffee. Okay, Toffee06. That's pretty easy enough to pronounce. How do I know my self-worth after many failed dating experiences? Okay, let's dive right in. I'm a 24-year-old female. Okay, relatively young, a little bit older than me. I wouldn't say I'm unattractive, but I'd say I'm above average looking wise. Okay. Recently, I was getting to know a guy that I really liked, and suddenly he stopped interacting with me like before, and unfortunately it didn't work out throughout my life, especially with the dating aspects. I've always found myself with someone who doesn't appreciate me enough. I don't know why I said it like that. Appreciate me enough. Even when I notice they don't appreciate me in that way, I still want to stay. And the thing is, I'm too nice about it. I just let them go. I guess in a way, on my side, I never feel closure, especially all the experience I've had has made me close myself off to getting to know anyone. I'm not able to open up to people anymore because I fear that they'll just leave me anyway. So what's the point? I also don't think I can trust anyone I date again. The hardest part of me is letting someone go, in the sense of when I spend time with someone, it means a lot to me, and the feeling I have when they're gone is quite painful, and I'm not sure if I can handle it again, even if it's just a short while. To describe the way I feel is essentially the feeling of being unwanted and the feeling that I'm worthless and not enough, which means I tend to compare myself with other girls and I feel unattractive. I just go into a deep fall of depression. Although I was confident, but now it feels like it's gone. What do you think is wrong with me, and how do I start to combat this problem I face? Let's go to the comments first. Perhaps trying to get to know and fall in love with yourself first is hard at first, but trying to go out with platonic friends, go to a restaurant you wanted to try by yourself, get to know the real you, learn your shortcomings, accept them, and improve them. If it's what you want to do or not, that's the beauty of knowing and loving and accepting yourself. It's scary, but just do this. Turn off the music, turn off the TV, the phone, and look at yourself in the mirror and ask, who are you really? If you can't answer that, maybe it's time for some soul searching. Just remember, life isn't a race, it's a journey. We all hit milestones, i.e. marriage, degrees, kids, etc., at different rates, or just skip some entirely because that's what we want to do. Edit. You're plenty young, just live life and love yourself. Take each travel step by step. You'll get to know who you really are before you even know it happened. I like that. Yeah. I've always been like, oh, why are you going to the movies by yourself? Why are you doing this and doing that by yourself? It's just because, like, I just do, bro. I don't need other people to have a good time. I am the good time. I make the good time happen. And I like what Deldrio says. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta learn how to love yourself. You know what I mean? And I'll go further on that when we read some more comments. Okay, I'll that long one we're just gonna stay for a lot because that seems like that's very insightful. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just a person who has some bad experiences, like a lot of people. You're not broken. You just need some help. Ultimately, your self-worth by realizing the value that isn't tied to your relationship or anyone else. Catch 22 is that to believe that you need a decent sense of self-worth. It's kind of a cruel joke if you think about it, but you can't get there. But you can get there when you need more than anything is a good therapist. The tricky part about relationships is that you attract the same types of people based on where you are in your life, where you are in your journey. As my therapist says, water meets its own level. Oh, that's fire. That's actually fucking fire. Water meets its own level. But when you raise your level, you attract people who compatible with that version of you. I'm gonna save it one more because I have a lot to say. I feel the same until I relate to this post, and I fully love myself, and I have a whole complete life, but still hurts that I have someone to share with you. Okay, we'll save. Okay, yeah, we'll do this one last. No one is going to validate your worth, maybe ever. Sure, someone great may come along and lift your soul and stroke your ego, but expecting that is a bad bet. You have to believe you're worthy of love and learn to accept no less of the you have to learn to accept no less of the kindness, affection, and admiration from others you feel that you deserve. Here's the problem: a lot of people have a hard time expressing that kind of attention you may deserve. No one has given them that kind of attention either. How would they know what to do? Sorry, my all over the place, but you guys get what I'm saying. So yeah, it sucks to not be loved right away. In order to handle this need is not being met, you have to find a way to fill that requirement for yourself first. I don't know why I paused there. I am 60, divorced twice, extremely disappointed in those feelings. I also understand I'm not perfect. I drink too much beer. My job is okay. And well, I'm a huge introvert that has a really hard time being social. Most of the time, even though loved ones, I can't list all my issues and cringe for all of us about it. But I'm a really loving, patient, and kind. I'm generous and helpful to all who ask me for help. I like me a lot. I really believe I am deserving of all goodness from others. Get there first, your own sanity, then alone your self-worth will carry on through the loneliness. I love yourself every way you can think of. It starts with you. There's a lot there, and I wanted to save a lot of my, what I think about her situation before, because I saw there was a lot of insightful shit here. Yeah, getting to know yourself. Getting to know yourself is the best way for you to feel more complete. And you say you feel like that, but it still hurts. I feel the same way sometimes. I have felt the same way. It hurts not to have anybody. It hurts. Then you see people holding hands and shit. You see people kissing up and cuddling and shit. And bro, it's like, fuck, I want that. I want that love. But are you ready for that love? There sometimes, and I believe in the universe, I do believe in somewhat of a higher power. Sometimes you're not ready for that because you're preparing to be ready for that situation. You feel me? 2016 me isn't ready to sit here and have conversations about shit that's happening in 2022, nor 2020 or 2021. You need to go through things to have a firm understanding of the situations to come. No one's ever gonna, it's just like, fuck, you can't expect to run a marathon if you haven't trained in your life. You even try to run a mile or even half a mile or even just a little 5-minute jog. Preparation is everything. Preparation almost always guarantees a higher rate of success. So your failures are not failures. They're just getting you ready for the next step. Because without these failures, you wouldn't be ready for the greatness to come from you. From you into you. That's all it is. And like this other person said about water meets the level it's at. Where is he? Fuck, he's somewhere. Here we go. Water meets its own level. But when you raise your level, you attract people. Yeah, exactly, bro. If you're a scumbag, smokes cigarettes and weed all the time and doesn't have a job and shit, you're gonna keep meeting people on that type of level with that type of lifestyle. But we mean some people who are successful, read books, have great jobs, have admirations, and high expectations of themselves, and are just genuinely interesting and good people. You're gonna meet more people like that, and you're gonna start seeing better things. It's like the 5 closest people you hang out with, you're most likely to become the 6th. Now, do you want to be the bum, or do you want to be the person, the very successful person? Do you want to be the 5th or the 6th bum, or the 6th richest person next to those 5 other people? It's really up to you, hun. And there's nothing wrong with you. You're going through life. You're young as shit. You're not even a quarter way through your life. You got so much life to live, and you're older than me. But sometimes it's not about age. It's not about this. It's about, we all go through different experiences in different times. And I'm here to tell you that you're doing just fine, and to keep going, and you're gonna find someone who loves you. And I'm telling you, life is preparing you for your greatness. Keep being genuine, keep being the good person that I want to believe you are, and it's gonna come to you when you least expect it. This has been Kree Nihlus, Online Clan. I love you, and have a nice day. Peace.